Morning all, just morning, just coming up to midday, Tuesday 16th of December. I wasn't sure about putting this video out, but I'm going to do it now because I've got a bit of encouragement. Dave, aka Britain's Grumpiest old git, said if you've got an opinion, say it. Anyone's opinion is valid, fine, and then Snapback Value has encouraged me a couple of times. Say if you've got an opinion, say it. So I'm going to go ahead and put my opinions out. Nothing too controversial, I hope. Just what I see and what I see going on the free tipsters. So I started this channel because I love horse racing. I've had a bet daily for years and years. Well, oops, my alarm going off. That's midday. I used to bet every single day when I was a working lad, and then get married and settle down and don't bet as much. But lately, circumstances, I'm a lonely old git, and I enjoy my betting, so I have a bet most days, and I do okay at it. I don't make massive amounts of money, but I make a bit of money here and there. I have some good days, bad days, like everyone else. And I saw a lot of the free tipsters out on YouTube, and I thought, well, I'm going to join them. I'm going to put my tips out. But I said I'm not going to call them tips. I'm just going to put what I'm betting, because I don't recommend these tips to anybody. Like one or two others. I'm just telling you what I'm betting. And I watched Britain's Grumpiest old git to start with, doing the scores on the doors, and I thought, well, that could be improved. I mean, it's fine, he does a job, he does a roundup of the day's results, but he only mentions those that win, and there's no running points total or anything. So I thought, I'll do a service, and I'll put up a proper results section. Well, I did it for a couple of days, and then unfortunately, one or two people didn't like the way I did it. And the only reason I did it the way I did was because I went on the official SP and starting price and official places, whereas a lot of the free tipsters, they do each ways. They do each way Yankees, each way doubles, each way with some bookmakers that give extra places. And I thought, I'm not going to plough through all that and come up with results for everything. So if someone was getting a place at 50 to 1, I was calling it a loser, although saying they make profit on the day. So that didn't go down too well, so I packed it in basically. I don't think there was a call for it. People didn't want to know. One or two said, don't put my results up there. So I thought, well, it's a bit pointless doing it really. So we stick with Grumpy's scores on the doors, which again, he sometimes misses a couple. He sometimes says, well, you've got a winner but you've lost, or you know, so there's no accurate review of what free tipsters are doing. So I thought, well, I'll do a much more accurate one, but it takes too much time, and basically it's a lot of work for little result. So I ditched that. Just carried on putting my tips out. Then I got frustrated. I was putting like 5 or 6 tips out, and a couple were winning that I hadn't tipped, that I'd marked down. So I went on what Dave called a midlife crisis, which I'm a bit older than midlife, but anyway, we'll gloss over that. And I started backing a horse in every handicap. Well, that was quite successful actually. I made 91 points over the week, over 157 bets. And I still look at the results coming up with that, and it still picks up 1 or 2 nice prices, but I just thought it's a silly way. I can't put 15 tips out or 20 tips out or 30 tips out a day. So I gave up doing that and went back to my normal output, as it were. Now, one thing I will say, all these videos back and forth, well, I'm not going to mention his name because he mentioned mine, but we all know who it is. I thought, what's the point of all that? Why don't you just call him Steve? Why don't you just call him Dave? Call him Grumpy. That's his name. To be honest, I'd prefer if everyone used a name. Like Snapback Value, I call him Snapback, but I don't know what his name is. I wouldn't mind if you just told us your name, just your first name. If you don't want to, you don't want to, but if you do, it'd be nice to put a proper name to the face. Same with DG Sports. Let's be honest, I don't like his videos. I don't want to knock you, mate, but I think they're awful videos. They're just weird. They're just weird to me. You've got to go to the community to get your tips if you're putting any tips out. And I don't know. I'm just not into all these weird-looking people with weird-looking masks on and weird-looking. I mean, they're just weird, aren't they? You, if you enjoy it, mate, you carry on. Hey, each to their own. But anyway, that's just my opinion on that. What else? I've got stuff written down. So we've got, losing runs. Grumpy says, oh yeah, well he had 5 losing days in a row, and he was saying, oh, that's fantastic, because I know I'm going to get winners now. And Dave says, you can't say that. You can't say that. Well, up to a point, he's right. It's gambler's fallacy, isn't it? I've been on a losing run now, so I'm going to have a winning run. But saying you can't say that, well, you can. If Steve's done this system for 12 years or whatever it is, and he knows that losing runs are followed by 1 or 2 winners, which eventually you get winners in any losing system. Even if you have a losing system, you do get winners. So it's up to him. He knows the system. He knows how it works. So he can say that. He can say that if he wants. You might not agree with him. Personally, I think it is a little bit of gambler's fallacy. Just because black has come up 10 times in a row, you should start betting red. Well, that's not how variance works. The Monte Carlo effect. 26 blacks in a row and people lost fortunes because they were convinced that red was due to come up. Well, we don't want anyone doing that betting, just backing bigger and bigger and bigger stakes. Just stick to your level stakes and things will sort themselves out. You'll either make a profit in the end or not, but you won't lose a fortune. And I think mainly any sort of gambling is covering your bankroll. Don't lose your bankroll. If you lose your bankroll, you can't afford to bet, can you? So you lose all your pleasure in life. But if you have 5 days of losing bets, don't up your bets to 10 quid or 20 quid or 30 quid. Just stick with them. And he came up with a 20 to 1 winner, followed by a 50 to 1 winner the day after. Now, he didn't crow about it. He didn't say, oh, look, I told you, blah, blah, blah. He just said, that's the way the system works. So, fair enough to him. That's great. So, he can say that. Now then, the main thing this is for, why I'm not getting involved, and I'm really not getting involved in this, but only for my own particular reasons. Grumpy's come up with an idea, which on the face of it looks a good idea. He wants everybody to go to his channel on a Saturday and put out the best 2 bets of the day. The best shorter price one I'm not sure whether he means 4 to 1 and under or 5 to 1 and under. And the best longer priced one. And he'll collate all the results and stick them all up, and people can have a look at them and pick and choose. Maybe put a few together and maybe win some money, which is a fine idea in principle, but I have a slight issue with it. And the issue is, why would I put my best bets on somebody else's channel? Because I can see little bits of problems with that. On a Saturday, why would people come to my channel and look for my bets if they can get my 2 best bets on somebody else's channel, along with everybody else's 2 best bets? They're not going to come to my channel to look. They're going to think, oh, well, I can get all the best bets on someone else's. So that's going to drive traffic to Grumpy's channel, which is fine. Grow your channel, get more engagement, get more comments, get more views. But I think it'll make other channels suffer, because people won't go to their channels because they're going to get all the best bets in somebody else's channel. So I'm not overly keen on that, and I won't be getting involved in it. I've come up with the idea of traffic lights, red, orange and green, which are my low price bets, my medium range bets and my rank outsiders, and I think I'll stick with that for the time being. I don't tend to back a lot of short prices, so I'm not sure just because it's a Saturday I could come up with a short price selection. I've got 5 for today, which I've already put a video out for, and 3 of them are short prices, and I was in 2 minds whether to put them up or not, because I'm not keen on backing short prices, but that's just my opinion. Good luck to him. If it takes off, it takes off, that's fine. But I can't see myself getting involved in it. I don't see the point of me putting my best bets out on somebody else's channel. I'll just put them out on, if I've got the best short price one of the day, I'll say so, and if I've got the best long price. To be honest, I never know which are going to win anyway, and I don't think anyone does. So I don't know how you can come up with your best bets. Or anyway, that's just my opinion. So good luck to him. If it takes off, it takes off. If it doesn't take off, it doesn't take off. I don't think I've got anything else. No, that's about it. I've had 1 or 2 comments saying they love the traffic light idea. I'm glad. I'm going to keep up with that. I think what I'm going to do in the new year is do, I don't know when, I'm not doing 3 videos. I'm not doing short, medium and long. I shall put them all in one video as usual. But I think I'll have 3 bankrolls. I'll have 3 bankrolls for all the 3 different types of selection. I mean, I'm not doing particularly well at the moment. I had a winner last week, but I made a small profit. I tipped some horses one day last week, and I didn't tip one that won at a big price. I mean, look at that one yesterday in Ireland. Won at 250 to 1. Did you look at the price it came in at on the exchanges? Betfair starting price, 1,000. Wow. Who wouldn't like one of those occasionally? I mean, I looked at its form, I looked at its trainer and its jockey afterwards. There's no way I could have backed that. Absolutely no way. And I don't think many will have backed it. Well, they won't at 250 to 1, but there you go. We're all after those. I'm not a big multiples fan. I don't tend to do multiples. I tend to stick to my singles all the time. Very boring. And I'm not going to be a millionaire overnight, but you never know. This time next year, We never know. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Those are my opinions. Comment below. Give us your feedback. It seems to me that at the moment there's only Snapback Value, GEEGEE'S Sports, Horse Racing Enthusiasty and Grumpy that do any comments. There are one or two comments from other strangers, or each, but not tipsters. You get comments in Grumpy's and comments in Steve from all his followers and that, but not tipsters. There's very few tipsters who are all commenting on each other. So it's not really a good community, is it? I mean, there's one or two that Grumpy's got on his list that he's invited to this challenge or putting his tips out, and I just think there's no way on earth that they will join in that sort of scheme. They just won't. Some may do, some probably will, but I hope they do for Grumpy. It's a good idea, but like my idea on doing a proper profit and loss account for everybody, it's just not. It's not really workable as far as I think. Anyway, I'm rattling on too much now. 16 minutes. I think we're getting to the limit of your patience. So those are some thoughts. If you disagree. Tell me why I'm wrong. If you agree, well, fair enough. We've all got opinions. We all have valid opinions in our own minds, whether they're good, bad or indifferent. Anyway, that's what I think. That's what I've done. So all I have to do is decide to publish this, get it out there and see what the reaction is. I hope it's good. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I don't want to upset anyone. I want us all to get on, swapping tips, swapping information and enjoying what we do. I used to love it back in the day when there were a group of us and we all had our bets on the day and we all used to discuss why we were doing this and why we were doing that. It's very awkward online because there's delays and lags and people are out working and they're out doing other stuff, and we used to gather in the club, have a pint or two, discuss all the bets, discuss why we were backing so and so and we weren't backing so and so. We all had our opinions, we all had our methods, we all had our reasons why. Some were good, some were bad, some were indifferent or ugly, but we all had them. And it's very difficult to communicate online in comments in someone else's section and then comments in that section, and then you forget which section you've commented in and who said what about what, and it's quite awkward, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the process. I enjoy the process of picking the horses out. I don't enjoy losing money, but I enjoy the process. Keeping that going. That's what I enjoy. Anyway, that's it. All done. I'm nearly 19 minutes now. That's long enough. Enjoy yourselves, keep it fun, and let's get involved. Keep the community going. Free tipsters unite. I can't see any of the paid boys getting involved. Not at all. But never mind, they might do, you never know, they might surprise me. Best of luck with all your schemes. Snapback Value's done his darts bet today, I seen, and he's done my traffic light system, coloured them, but he's acknowledged the fact where he's got the idea from. Spot on, mate. You carry on. I watch the darts. I haven't watched all that much this week, early rounds, but once it gets really going, I do enjoy the darts. Anyway, that's it. We're coming up to 20 minutes. I'm going. Enjoy yourself, and we'll hopefully chat later. Ta-da!